Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel. So far we've built a simple system to activate different actions, depending on how far away the character is from the player. Catch up with the link in the description. Now we're going to expand the core method with more complex techniques. So then it can choose a different action. Like for example, we can have it punch, or we can have it kind of dodge or something, or just make it jump as the example to make it simpler. So if we get a randomizer, we can put it onto true random, and we can either punch, or it will do a jump. So we'll get a puppet interface again and just wire that into jump. So when it gets there, it will just choose one of these. And I think we need to wire into randomize to make sure it actually randomizes. Otherwise it will just randomize the first time and not the subsequent times. So we'll wire the switch into randomize. When it jumps, it doesn't block this and stuff. So we need to do a similar thing down here. So we'll call this punch. And I'll have another one called jump. And this could be like different melee attacks or whatever you want to do, really. So it'll have that, and we don't need that stuff. And you can just delete that, put that in there. Just have a chip. That'll make it jump. And because it's in a timeline, it will have this pause, so it won't do anything while it's jumping, and a little pause, and then it will choose a new thing to do. So so it will either punch from this random thing, or it will jump from this random thing. Let's try that. Now I do a jump, now I do a punch, now I do a jump, and so on. So you can do stuff like that. So if you had another one, so if this be a ranged guy, and they will have a different, they will be green. So they won't jump, they will just, and they'll actually run away. So if they're too far away, they'll approach. If they're too close, they'll run away. So we want to kind of do that same thing, but invert it. So if we just multiply that by -1, then it will be pointing away from the character instead of towards it. And we just wire that in there. So it'll want to move within this range. So we're too far away, so we'll approach. And we'll make that zone a bit bigger because it's a ranged character. So it'll go to there, and we can make that shorter. But if we're too close, we start off right next to him, it'll run away until there. So if it wants to run away until there, then we do that. We probably want this running away to probably face the character still though. So if we have an actual normal lookout rotator looking towards the player, and we need that arrow to be correct. So let's have the arrow point forwards like that. And now it will look towards the player but back away, kind of in like a retreating thing. And then in this range, it'll do like a ranged attack thingy. So it'll like shoot a thing. So we'll make a thing that can shoot. So we got a thing. It's glowy. And it has some logic on it. So it does some damage or something. So you got health modifier in zone mode, smaller, in the center. That only affects friend. And when it affects friend, oh yeah, it will do 1 damage again. When it affects friend, then it will destroy itself. And we want it to be non-collidable, so it doesn't bounce off anything. And we'll emit those in front of this guy. So when we're in the right range, then we'll kind of pause a little bit. So let's have a pause. We want it to face the player again. So a pause to face the player. And then it will do a shoot. Like that. Just out front. Like that. Oh, we also want it to be, let's turn off preview invisibility so we can edit the original object. And we can turn on ignore gravity as well. It will shoot once. Yeah, but then, so when do we want this to happen? We want it to happen, where's the range? There it is. In this range. So we'll just have a switch in that range that powers this. So when we get into that range, this shoot attack will happen. Into range and then shoot. And keep shooting. Unless I get into range again and then it starts running away and then I'm too far away so it approaches again. And then does some more shooting. And if you wanted to, you can have the same character have like a ranged attack. And sometimes it will stop and do a ranged attack, and sometimes it will keep on approaching until it can do a punch attack. Things like that.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.